quickly. On the amazing race Australia versus New Zealand,
Shut your face, mate.
I will drop you in a second, pal.
family loyalty
I want to beat Johnny. I want to mess Johnny up.
took over from national pride.
I would have sprint past him and given him the middle finger.
And as temperatures rose, Carla and Herony cashed in their express pass.
Girls, you're team number one.
I'm in the complete wrong place.
Aussies Daniel and Ryan narrowly escaped elimination.
So well.
And Emily and Jono's spark was extinguished.
You have been eliminated from the race.
3 Aussie and 3 New Zealand teams remain. Who will be eliminated next? Namibia is home to the wildlife of the African savanna. It boasts one of the largest wildlife populations in the world.
And it is from here that teams embark on the 5th leg of our race around the world.
After using their express pass, Carla and Herony were the first to arrive.
Girls, you're team number one.
Naughty mum's in the house. Woo!
So they will depart first at 8:56 a.m.
Fly to St. Petersburg, Russia.
Teams must now fly 14,000 kilometers to the cultural capital of Russia, St. Petersburg. Teams must find the Russian battleship Aurora and search for their next clue.
Oh my gosh, Russia! Oh my gosh.
We're the oldest here. We're mums. We're the only female team still left. We feel we have something to prove.
Oh my gosh, we've so got to get there quick.
We're up right now, and this feeling that we have, we're going to try and pull that through in the race.
The speed limit was 120 on this
I know, awesome.
St. Petersburg, Russia. We've isolated ourselves on purpose because I think we're really focused on this race. If we get too pally-pally with everyone, I think that'll just sort of distract us from our strategy. We're booked to go at 2:45 from Windhoek, but we can change them and search for better flights to the airport.
I'll trust you with that, mate. You're my go-to fly guy.
Okay. Coming in first in Namibia definitely paid off for us. We hustled for a little while, and we got on an earlier flight.
12:40? Yes, you can. That would be great. Thank you.
Cool.
All right, let's go.
Fly to St. Petersburg, Russia. But Russia's one of those countries you'd never think about going to yourself. So. I was probably expecting to be really friendly people.
I just expect everybody to be really good at gymnastics.
Yeah.
You ready, babe?
Here we go again.
Fly to St. Petersburg, Russia. We're going to the motherland. There's a bit of collaboration going on between some of the teams. We seem to be straddling the line between Kiwis and Aussies, so we're calling ourselves the Anzacs.
I think if we stay consistent, some of the other teams are starting to become inconsistent.
Yeah, starting to lose a little bit of cool, maybe, and we just got to keep our cool.
Yep.
Fly to St. Petersburg, Russia.
Awesome. Let's go.
We've been together for almost 4 years on the race. We're bonding together even more every day.
I actually learned a little bit of Russian.
I think we're working together really well and we're loving it.
Goodbye is do svidaniya.
Do svidaniya.
Okay.
Oh, fly to St. Petersburg, Russia.
Do it.
Yes.
On the last leg, we thought we were done for being an hour behind and trying to make it up minute by minute by minute.
Some people crumble under pressure, but he's one who rises to the challenge.
It was amazing.
Yeah. As ICU nurses, I think we've dealt with some stressful situations, that's for sure. And it's probably an advantage in the race.
Yeah.
Dude, we get to go to Russia.
That's bucket list stuff, bro.
Yes, we're trying to go to St. Petersburg, please. We're currently booked on the 2:45 p.m., but we're looking for an alternative route to get there earlier, please.
We're going on South Africa Air. There's an earlier flight, 12:40.
Okay.
You can do it. The boys from New Zealand have been awesome to us. They gave us the express pass, and we're hoping we were going to work together as a team.
Did you get confirmation?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for that.
Can we swap our flights through you? When we started lining up at the counter, they had a really good guy helping them out.
Well, how come they're getting it? It's just that frustrating. We don't know what we can do. It just seemed that something was happening on their side of the counter.
And nothing was happening on ours.
They're making out as if there's no flight
The
for us.
Kiwi girls have helped the guys out, which is putting us at a huge disadvantage. It's so frustrating because they're just working together and being so tight-lipped, but then whenever we're ahead in something, it's like they latch on. It was Australia pretty much versus New Zealand in the airport, bar Jessie and Kat, because they're pretty much adopted Australians.
Yeah.
You know how they roll, and this is how we roll.
John and Murray were running very much an independent race, and that's how they've been running it from day one.
I think they're really here playing the game for themselves.
Oh, well, see you later. Africa.
So when we left Namibia, Johnny and Muzza were on the same flight.
And we're
Well
getting
done,
better.
Kiwis.
So are there any tickets on the next South Africa flight out of here? It was damn frustrating. Knowing the Kiwi team's on that first flight to St. Petersburg. Can we
you
put that
hold
on
a
hold?
flight?
From Johannesburg to Dubai.
We pre-booked the second flight
Through
stopping
Dubai.
in Dubai.
We ended up on the third flight. Us, Sally and Tyson, and Team Jesus, Dan and Ryan.
I think all three teams were quite deflated, knowing that we were at the back of the pack.
Teams are on 3 separate flights arriving in St. Petersburg, Russia, 30 minutes apart.
Let's try to stay together, eh? You know Battleship Aurora? Da?
Bustaya. John have been doing a phenomenal job at learning the local lingo.
I'm trying to tell him to go quickly.
So I wanted to get some crucial words.
Procrastino was awesome too in Russian. I learned the real important stuff, so procrastino, awesome.
Go.
Freezing. Taxi there. We ran out the front and we were absolutely freezing.
God, this is the first time we've ever seen snow.
It was what we expected Russia to be. How much rupees?
Rubles. Rubles. We're not in Indonesia.
It was pretty dark, gloomy, windy.
I reckon it's about -10.
I've never been so cold in my life. It was like welcome to paradise, wasn't it?
Thank you.
We were the first to get there.
We just ran straight into the ship.
Okay, search for our next clue.
So we had no idea what we had to do.
We needed like a clue.
We hadn't read the clue properly that told us to go get a clue before we started it.
No, it's not here.
Just here. Here. Danke. Let's go, nice legs, let's go.
I noticed a young fella there, and he had some clues there.
Roadblock.
Who's ready to crack the code?
Semaphore flag messaging is a traditional form of naval communication, and in this roadblock, teams must crack the Russian code. Not until teams have deciphered the meaning of the Russian flag signals will they receive their next clue.
So Johnny went straight for me.
Us is the puzzles guy.
I thought I'd better crack the code. Well, I got up there and the girls were actually already up there.
Right hand up, left hand middle.
I was like, what's going on?
Did you get a clue down there?
We saw Johnny and Muzza with the clue. Did you guys get a clue?
Yeah, we got a clue from Kay here.
Then we realised that the girls hadn't actually got the clue yet.
You guys not got the clue yet?
No.
Are you serious?
They didn't really help us.
No.
Okay, let's go.
I was so shocked.
Is it under those?
We helped Mazza and Johnny at the airport.
They weren't going to be able to tell us. It was a hard challenge.
Search for your next clue.
We were on our own. Again.
St. Petersburg Airport. We boost out the doors.
It's freezing cold.
It's really, really cold.
Where are those fellas going?
Taxi!
Sally and Tyson have boosted it right across the car park. We're like, where are they going? They're running to the centre of St. Petersburg.
Yeah.
Taxi! Taxi! We stood back a little. We looked this way. We kind of looked that way. We went, look at that taxi. Boom.
Go, 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 go.
Yeah.
Okay, bistro, bistro, and trapeze.
That looks, open it. Can we open it? Looking for the clue on Battleship Aurora was hard work. We opened every canvas flap. Oh, man.
16, 17, 18, 19 digits, 20, 21.
You had to draw what the guy was doing and then go down, and there was a code wall, like with the symbols and letters. I had to write it down in Russian, and I thought I'd nailed it, and I said to the old Capitan, procrastinate, I think I've broken the code. And he sort of gave me a nod, and then he gave me a shake.
Yeah.
Correct?
So he sort of gave me the yes-no.
The old yes-no.
I have to start again.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. Look out for a marking or something. He's got a clue. Once we arrived at the Aurora battleship, we saw the guy out the front who was dressed in uniform handing out the clues. Thank you. Who's ready to crack the code? Do you want to have a go? Because I did the code one last time.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, there's the other team that just arrived. Shit.
Okay, we've got to keep moving.
Getting a bit frustrated. We were really worried that we couldn't find the clue.
We were on that first flight.
We were the first to get there, and there was a lot of pressure on us when the other teams were running by.
With the clue.
With the clue.
We looked absolutely everywhere. It was so frustrating.
This is ridiculous.
We're starting to think this was the end. Oh, H.
We were the first to get to the battleship, but we couldn't find the clue.
So this is the Battleship Aurora.
A Bopa? Battleship a Bopa, not Aurora?
No, it's just the way they write it.
I just lost it.
She
Brain
was-
freeze, cold, had enough. Shit.
I actually saw the girls on the other side of the ship,
This way?
and I sort of thought maybe they've already finished.
Look over there. Oh, there's a man. Hang on. Got it. Come with me, come with me.
So we actually decided, let's go right back to the start, and start afresh.
And bingo.
Thank you. Let's go away quickly. Okay, roadblock.
So only one of us can do it.
Who's ready to crack the code?
Do you want to do this?
Not really.
You gave me no choice and you made me do it.
Are you good?
Yep.
Okay, cool. When we saw the clue, we were like, baby brain. I've been surprised at how ditzy we've been, to be honest. So let's move. Yep, thank you.
So the roadblock was a bit of a challenging one, actually. There was a ship commander who was waving different signals. We had to jot down a few ideas, go back down below deck, write it on a blackboard, and try and crack the code. Some of the letters were confusing because they have sort of upside down N's and backward N's and M's and two E's, and sometimes trying to write them down, you sort of confuse yourself.
I was breaking the code, and Jared came up to the party. He was in behind us. He came in third. The girls were trying to crack the code. I was getting a little bit flustered there.
I just can't get it, boys. So why am I not getting this right?
When we were doing it, there was no collaboration at all. It was strictly individual. And I knew Muzzer had been there for quite a while. So any time I could get back on him was an advantage to us.
I'm just trying not to panic. I'm getting a bit nervous now.
When I saw that he was struggling with it, it sort of gave me a bit of confidence.
You strapped in, bro? I just hope he's going to the right place because we're getting to the wrong place very quickly.
It was a hard challenge.
I had no idea what I was doing.
And it was all in Russian.
All the other teams were starting to arrive, and then the pressure was on.
Oh, my God.
I got a little bit stuffed up because I didn't realise you had to wait for a start sign. So I actually walked in halfway through somebody else's commands. So my first turn at showing the commander, it's not right, was completely wrong.
After a couple more yes-nos, he finally gave me the yes. And our Capitan gave us a postcard clue, and it was just a location.
Teams must now make their way to this museum on the main street of St. Petersburg.
Yeah, that's yours there. Good luck, guys. Good luck, Jared. See you later. Okay, steady. Okay. You went from second to first.
We think Mother did good.
You did good.
Do you actually just stop, pay attention, and take your time?
Good work, Jazza.
The ship commander gave me a photo of a landmark in Russia.
Let's get the hell out of here. Where's our taxi?
Taxi!
There's one over there.
Battleship Aurora. Now, as always, we just go barreling through and go blow straight past where the clue is.
We did.
Hey,
Are we missing the clue box?
have you got a clue here?
No.
Why don't we work together? Ask them if they want to work with us.
We realised this is going to be really hard. We need to team up with people.
We can work with you guys if you want.
I won't help you if you help us.
Okay,
We help out people that help us out or that we like.
go down the ramp. Look on your right. There's a guy there with a boy.
So we figured that if they'd been waiting a while to try and find it, then we'll probably be in the same boat. No pun intended.
Hey, my friend. Looking for one of these clues? Who's ready to crack the code?
Okay, do you want to do it or do you want me to?
You do it. You're great with this stuff.
Okay, your ball.
Whoever's doing it, chat to H about everything she's done so far.
Okay, my thought is...
It was definitely a relief to have Daniel and Ryan help us out.
Just look for some signs, mate.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, no, but look for some signs, bro. Just mark a box here.
Detour.
Cossack or coat rack?
A detour is a choice between two tasks, each with its own pros and cons. The choice here, Cossack or coat rack. In Cossack, teams must perform a traditional Cossack dance. This folk dance is the national dance of Russia and requires great speed and energy. In coat rack, teams must identify which number coat tag is missing and search hundreds of coats to find the tag. Only once the tag has been located and handed to the attendant will the team receive their next clue. Teams who lack energy and frustrate quickly could find themselves making slow progress.
So we got dancing, Cossack dancing.
John chose the dancing. I wanted to go for the coat hangers simply because I didn't want to put ourselves in a situation where we were going to be judged.
You didn't want to be judged.
I didn't want to be judged.
Travel by taxi to Bely-Lorski Palace. Here we go. Let's go.
Hey, taxi! Can we go here? We probably should have kept our taxi because in Russia, once you've got a taxi...
What are you in a taxi?
You don't want to let it go.
Taxi!
Taxi!
Can we get in?
Far out.
Nobody wanted to help. They're not that friendly, are they?
No. Why was that guy so rude? Everybody here is so bloody rude.
We thought, hey, let's go back and maybe one of the teams still arriving will be able to pinch one of their cabs when they get out.
Taxi!
And just as we got there, we saw a cab arrive.
Yes.
And it was Sally and Tyson.
We come back.
You wait.
We run inside.
Yeah.
We come back.
Yeah.
Tyson, it is bloody hard.
So we grabbed Sally and Tyson and said, we have a proposition for you.
I'll give you a clue in there.
It's the
bloody
hardest
hard.
shit. We've been there for an
It's up to
hour.
you guys, but it's a tough code.
Jared was getting pretty
He was
intense.
very frustrated.
We'll send the cab back. And we'll send it back.
They were desperate. They were nearly tears, so... I thought we'd do it.
What's the...
We'll send the cab
we
back.
give them the cab.
No,
I'll
come
send it back. I'll send it back.
5 minutes.
Okay, yeah.
All right, I'll give you a clue. Let me give you a clue.
Sally was a bit apprehensive to just throw away her cab because she wasn't 100% confident
Which
in the
was smart.
Russians.
I wouldn't throw it away either.
But after a bit of convincing, we got her, and Jared gave her quite a vital clue.
Do not start until he's signal start.
That's the start sign. I was sceptical when Jared gave me the clue because it didn't sound like it was going to be all that helpful.
We'll send him straight back.
Jared and Ash, we actually like them, and
Yeah.
they're Team Australia.
Yeah.
So we can't not help them.
All right. Who's ready to crack the code?
All right,
I
that's
am.
yourself.
Okay.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Tyson, Sally, come on.
Creek, they're right behind us.
Hello.
Hello.
This is for us. Who's ready to crack the code?
Well, it's me.
Let's go.
Right hand up.
So that looks like a backwards R. So we actually teamed up with Carla and H. H had actually written down word for word, left hand up, right hand down, which just seemed really tedious for me. I was going straight off a visual. So you just draw a stick man and then you just do the arms up, down, left, right, whatever it happens to be. So I did that. Thank you. And went down, wrote down the code and actually got it first go.
Okay, yeah!
Ryan considers himself to be an absolute Sudoku genius, loves the puzzles.
Thank you.
You slammed it down.
That's exactly right.
I'm just helping H, seeing as she helped us.
You guys are awesome. 5 minutes.
5 minutes they had it.
He finished the clue. It was
a
great.
good collaboration. Thank you.
So Ryan basically gave H the answer. There's been kind of an unspoken Kiwis look out for Kiwis kind of thing, but H made a very strong point of cleaning her board off properly before she sat it down next to you.
Yeah.
Team Kiwi was very clearly.
Have we got a clue? Is that it?
Could you believe she did that?
Cool. Well done, buddy.
We had to go up on the boat and decipher the code.
I'm just helping H, seeing as she helped us.
Ryan basically gave H the answer. H didn't help us out at all. There's been kind of a Kiwis look out for Kiwis kind of thing. That was very clearly.
As soon as I got on the boat, I realised that the clue Jared gave me was completely useless. And now they've got our cab as well. Come on. Half the difficulty was writing some of the Russian letters.
Yeah.
They're sort of upside down, sometimes flips left or right.
But you're very good with that. You can write Japanese.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh, go you. While I was trying to figure out what to do, Sally had
cracked the code.
Thank you, spasiba.
And she came back to the table and put a chalkboard down.
Do we take it with us?
No, do you want to show me or not?
I watched her. She's like this. Sally, do you need to clean your board before you go?
It's up to you, Sal. And she looked at Tyson and he said, come on, babe, let's just go. Or puppy, whatever he calls her.
She calls him puppy.
Oh, OK, right.
He's a large puppy.
Well, in that case, I'll just clean out my hard work.
Let's go, Sal.
Go hard. Well done, Sally.
Go hard.
Bye. That was super kind of them.
It was, but they are kind people. Unlike the Kiwis who said Kiwi all the way.
Yeah, I know.
And then left us here in the lurch.
I think we're going to change teams.
You think?
All right.
Cool.
It's okay? Yay!
We arrived at the detour in first place.
We made our way to the hall where we had to perform this traditional Russian dance. We chose our instructor and he stitched me up a beauty. We had to go and learn the dance. I looked like a giant tickle meow-mo who was about to come on the Muppet Show. I looked ridiculous.
Can you wait here 1 minute?
5 minutes, 5 minutes. We just got to go get something and come back.
So even though we told Sally and Tyson,
We'd have their cab return to them. We didn't.
Cossack or coat rack?
What do you reckon?
Dance. I'd done about 14 years worth of dancing and Jared's done his Deb ball. Travel by taxi to Belozovsky. Let's go get the taxi and then we'll read the rest because they're both the same place.
Up and down, punch, bring that one up and down. Must.
I'm following him. Okay. Following him. The training of the dance was frustrating. But remember, we got 4 of these.
8 grapevines. You're 4. Mazza, please listen to me.
I am. I'm helping you out with the order as well.
No, I just want you to remember every second order. I'm remembering every first one.
Okay, go.
Do you want to walk down to that bridge? See, there's a crossover bridge down that way.
Okay, yeah. Getting another cab was just horrendous.
Hey! We want to go here, okay?
Taxi. Wait.
Yes.
Woohoo! Taxi. Gee, it's a little bit the luck of the draw, isn't it?
We lost so much time.
Horrible feeling. We left first this morning and I think we're now coming last.
I'll run ahead.
We ran in and I saw Mother and John wearing these costumes. They looked so funny. Oh my God. I couldn't stop laughing.
We're going to book it out. Then we're going to go circle
the numbers.
We need it in order to get this right.
I can see Muzzer getting frustrated because John over-analyses absolutely everything.
So, first one is 7. 7 of these. Next one is what?
And Murray, let's be honest, he's more of a simple sort of a guy.
We are here.
Flag over there.
Here. Detour, Cossack or coat rack? Do you want to
Coat rack.
basically this dance, there was like 8 parts to it.
It was the hardest thing, and I didn't think it was going to be that long and that intricate and that precise.
Oh man, I'm getting my feet confused.
He was doing it so wrong, and just watching
And
those
all you want
moves go
sometimes is a bit of encouragement. And did I get any encouragement?
God, it was a good laugh though.
It's not that easy.
He doesn't have to do it that
Ash,
high.
let's just slow it down for my legs. So first position is...
Hey! We got on stage and had a couple of goes. Right, you're going left. Go left first. Right. We've got to go together.
Just relax. No, tap, Muzzer, tap. 6.
I am tapping.
Tap down the bottom, it's not kick. 2, 3, together. 30, 40, 50, 60.
The judge said no.
Let's just go to the coat hangers.
No, it's right, mate, we've got it. Just relax, just stay with it, it's cool. All right, dude. Okay. Still another clue in there, babe.
Detour, Cossack or coat rack?
Yeah, let's do the coat rack.
Coat rack.
Hey, Rick, let's do it.
You're a dancer, aren't you?
Yeah. Yep, Cossack dance.
Straight ahead.
Coat rack, here.
All we knew was we had to find the missing tag number and then find the tag in the coat pocket.
Oh my goodness. We find 300 of them.
Do you want to start from reverse?
Yeah. You're putting them in order?
Yeah.
Happy? This is what we excel in. 160.
Get that. So here, mate? 2.
I've got it.
Okay.
I got no idea.
Up the jump.
Just try it.
Ash.
Just relax. Relax.
We knew Murray was struggling.
It's a bit like a baby elephant. Don't worry, they're not doing much better than you.
So while Murray was still in the room, I felt confident.
I want to go to the coat hangers, mate.
Yeah. Maz, can we please have one more crack at
Try
this?
it one more time.
We arrived at exactly the same time as Team Jesus, Dan and Ryan. We got our tags and we just started trying to sort them.
300 tags.
So what do you have? What's your...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So just put it sequentially.
The strategy we'd gone for was to divide them up into under 100, 100 to 200, and 200 to 300s. And then from there, divide them into groups of 10.
Yeah. Is that cool? And we'll put them in bunches and then I'll try to organise them.
And then all we had to do was actually count each of those stacks. If there was 10 in the stack, you knew nothing was missing. You didn't actually have to put them all in order.
I'm slightly regretting this, but I think we're gonna do it.
As intensive care nurses, what we do is to make order out of chaos. And that's what this challenge was, and that suits us.
Are you confident with this?
I'm happy doing this.
Ready to go, boys?
The funniest thing was that Jared thought that he was doing it right, and I could see that he was doing it so wrong, but I could see the frustration building up in his face.
Seemed like a damn lot of steps to memorise. So I started to panic, get a bit flustered. How many? And I'm thinking, I cannot do this.
Oh my God! What's next?
What are you doing? Sorry.
Thank you.
Whoa. Yeah! Hold on. He's saying no.
Sweaty, I was frustrated.
Let's go.
All right, let's go. You know, I wasn't happy.
Let's just go to the coat hangers, please.
Relax.
I don't want to do that.
We're here.
John gets in my skin and winds me up because everything's like a lesson. And John's never wrong.
John, we've got 4 goes, OK? We talked about this.
No, we haven't got 4 goes. What's happening? As I said.
Well, I got so frustrated that I said, hey, look, let's go and have a look at this coat hanger job.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you. Come on, big cat.
We actually seen Muzzer and John go and get changed and run out.
They've done it.
And we thought, we really need to nail this.
See, I'm starting to drop them already, so puppy, please.
So don't drop.
In come rushing Murray and Johnny.
They were sweating.
Sweating up a storm.
Sweating.
Who's switching?
I think the boys.
Guys,
Boys are here.
no table, so we're here.
And they looked around, there was only 3 tables, so they realised for them to do it was actually going to be really hard.
That was sweet.
There's no table. That was like this little whirlwind, and we're like, oh, I'm using all of my table. I'm sorry about it.
If you can think of any other way to organise this.
I hadn't done any favours for anyone, so no one was going to help them.
I wasn't going to share our table.
No.
It was impossible to convince them to help us to get through the challenge. We had no idea what we were going to do.
Let's just go to the coat hangers, please.
Relax.
I don't want to do that.
We're here.
I got so frustrated that I said, hey, look, let's go and have a look at this coat hanger job.
Hey, boys, you switching?
There's no table.
Oh, it's like this little whirlwind. All the tables are being used. I told you we should have stayed through this one. All the tables are going to use. Fine, we'll go back through there.
Seamus, come on, mate.
Well, let's go back to the dancing.
Okay, I'm just saying, just listen to me.
Listen to him, Muzza. Listen to him.
Oh, looks like a team's getting frazzled.
When you're relaxed and someone else is stressed, in normal life, you don't like that.
No.
In The Amazing Race, you love that.
Please, listen to me.
John, I am listening to you.
Does it make me sound like a bad person?
A little bit.
Just owning my space.
Yeah.
You don't know how much pleasure I take in hearing them crumbling.
I just heard an almighty crack. That was really good to know that we'd actually caught up and that we were all on a level playing field.
The outfit was...
It was really sweaty.
It wasn't that flattering, but it was funny.
4.
I felt like one of the 7 dwarfs of this massive... the legs kept coming over my shoes and I was slipping.
My little...
I'm too tall to be
A Cossack.
Cossack. I must have looked so ridiculous.
No, don't worry about that.
Yeah, well, I'm going to mix them into the hundreds.
Okay, cool. So you just need to organise them for me so I don't push them off the table.
You doing hundreds now?
Yep.
It was really intense because you're trying to concentrate here. You can hear strategy going on at these other 2 tables.
32, 33.
You've got pretty Russian girls. I mean, it's all happening, really.
Dude, what are we missing here? Boom, 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 boom. 187, 187, 187.
So we thought, let's try this and ran downstairs to the coat room.
187.
Thank you.
The coat room was just this sort of basement room, and there is just row after row after row of coats. So let's start here, and we'll go alternate racks, yeah? You've got to search every single one of those coats to find this number.
It's like hundreds of coats.
I found a button. How about a button?
Yeah, let's trade that in.
What's that?
3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. It started to get a bit repetitive, didn't it?
Go, ready, go, go.
And we're thinking, are we ever going to finish this stupid bloody dance?
There's pockets inside a lot of these jackets, remember?
Hang on. I found one. Dude, bang. Let's go. We happened to jag the right number the first time. We got excited, ran straight up to the lady at the coat desk, gave her the number.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay.
Make your way by taxi to the Talion Imperial Hotel once they search for the Imperial Ballroom.
This hotel was built in the 1840s, and outside the main ballroom, teams will find their next clue.
Intersection ahead.
Intersection.
An intersection requires each team to pair up with another team to perform a task together.
We'll see who's there. And if it's the boys, we're probably not going to take them.
I'd be very surprised if any Aussie team teamed up with Johnny and Musk.
Oh, definitely.
Very surprised.
It'd be interesting to see if we could cut the boys down by not intersecting with them. I think that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
The anxiety and the pressure, and it's just building and building.
And we got through it.
Finally.
Make your way by taxi to the Talion Imperial Hotel. Let's go.
Thank you.
5.
Got it.
Okay. 6, 7.
204. 204. 204. Let's go.
The team that we'd helped an hour earlier at the battleship, Jesse and Kat, passed us as well.
Hello.
Hello.
We'd like to search for 204.
Yeah, I should lift, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, let's start at one end and go where?
Okay.
248, there. 249, Poppy. Let's go for 249.
Yeah, well done, boys. Let's do it.
249. 249. All right, let's go.
Let's go! Any toilets? Toilets?
Oh, my goodness.
Tell her to go.
In the moment of rush, Tyson has to do a wee. I sunk into the stairs when you told me. Right now, I don't care if he pees in his pants.
We thought thought it might be a little bit physical, but we didn't expect it to be
that physical.
Yeah. Hey!
Spinning around. What do you call that move?
That's called a coffee grinder.
Yeah, the coffee grinder. A 44-year-old woman should not be doing the coffee grinder.
The only coffee grinding we do is the ones that we drink. Wrong order. Wrong order.
We started it and we had no luck. Gotta do it systematically.
Nothing.
And no luck.
Nothing.
And no luck.
Holy smokes.
And no luck.
I found an old tissue.
249.
Hey!
Stay with me. You go through it.
We've got company. We knew very well what they were thinking, and they knew what we were thinking. We needed to get out of there first.
The old needle in the haystack, eh?
Hey, the old
reckon.
needle in the haystack.
Only no hay and no needle.
No.
Yeah, two Aussie boys and that have gone.
Wait, we don't know if they've gone because they had to go and search coats.
Did they? Okay, maybe.
As far as teams ahead of us, we have no idea. We know there's 3 teams behind us for sure.
So pretty much every second minute, I did want to actually quit the activity and get out of there. Because I'm thinking, I cannot do this. It took a while. When we got the thumbs up and they started to sing and dance and cheer, we were pretty happy.
It was all worthwhile then.
Can you do it? I'm bugging.
Make your way by taxi to the Talion Imperial Hotel. Warning, intersection ahead.
All right, let's go.
We did go past this before. That's where we started. That's where we pulled up in the taxi before, bro.
We had the absolute cab ride from hell. Worst cab driver in Russia. I had a map, he had a GPS.
And still couldn't even get us to the place. We're looking for the Talion Imperial Hotel.
Wait there. Muzzle money. Thank you. What's this, mate?
The intersection, we knew an intersection involved another team.
Make your way through a vault armed with a sensitive laser detection field to retrieve a jeweled egg.
In this intersection, one member from each team must navigate this vault, negotiating these highly sensitive detection beams to retrieve a jeweled egg.
One false move here could make this a very costly task.
What's inside the egg will guide you to the next pit stop.
We just wanted to get it done. And we were hoping the team that was coming up behind us wanted exactly the same thing.
If there is another team waiting, you may choose to work together or wait for another team to arrive. Let's sit down. There's no one here.
You guys started from the end, didn't you?
Yep.
That's strange. We're kind of meeting up.
Oh, my word. Did you find it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Probably went through half the room before we found
Yeah.
it. But when we found it, it was pretty exciting. Done.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Damn it. They found their tag. So we're like, Come on, babe.
Yep.
It's up the ante.
Warning, intersection ahead.
Which leg?
Any.
When we were leaving the dancing, we went past the other activity.
Done them all.
Have they?
We thought, these guys finished it already. We arrived in second, we could have been leaving in fifth. So we were a bit worried.
We know that there's people behind us, definitely.
We know there's one group behind us at least.
How did the boys find it so fast? We were, at this point, a little frustrated with how long it had taken us.
Who loves me?
Go, don't hang around.
Yes. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. Warning, intersection ahead. Well, if we're at the tail of the pack, someone's got to work with us.
What did we do wrong? We got all the way.
I was sweating and I was hot.
I'm wrecked.
I just couldn't cope with any more.
Right side, I don't have to go to the toilet for at least another half hour. So toilet stop mid-race is always good.
Thank God for that. That's it there, the Talion Imperial Hotel.
Ah, beautiful.
Everyone was saying if we have an intersection, we have to make sure that we don't team up with Muzzer and John and leave them stand.
And that means if they're first, you come second, you wait for a third team. You do whatever, but you don't join up with them.
Hello.
We want them to fall down the pecking order a little bit.
We were a bit worried because we did hear a murmur that possibly if an intersection came up and the Australian teams would wait for another Australian teams.
Bloody hell.
We know basically at an intersection you have to join up with another team and solve a problem together.
Hey guys.
Everyone was saying if we have an intersection, we have to make sure that we don't team up with Muzzer and John.
We have distanced themselves from the rest of the group, really.
Playing the game probably harder than anyone.
Quickly, now get it done, quickly.
But before we even had a chance to get the clue out of the clue box, they were like...
Yeah, I'll go with you, Ash.
Okay.
I'm going to go on.
So what do you reckon me? Do you reckon because we'll...
Just nimble.
Come over here. We're going to use you, not you, Jared. We need Ash because she's more agile and nimble.
Quickly, guys, because if
Jazz,
another
can you
team
help
comes...
me? And we're like, oh my God, all right. When push comes to shove in the race, we're willing to sacrifice a lot of things. I mean, we might say throwaway comments that we don't stick to.
You'll follow me, you lead.
Hey, I don't mind.
Doing the intersection with the team that's probably been the best so far.
It's
that's
probably
not
an
gonna hurt
advantage,
us.
yeah.
Number 15, okay?
Yeah, sure. Okay. The taxi just drove us around in circles for 10, 15 minutes.
Completely lost.
What should have been a 5-minute cab ride was a 35-minute cab ride. It was frustrating.
Any lead we did have is probably dissipated.
So Johnny and I open up the door and we see this like laser maze set out. Looks like something off a movie. It looked pretty intricate.
Those are the 2 eggs there. We had to get to the Fabergé-style eggs on the other end of the room. I want to go first and I guide you. And we knew that we couldn't trip over a laser, so our first thing was basically to identify a route to under, really flat, straight to the middle, get to the middle. Ashley first, and I'll just talk her through it. Hey, I reckon, look at me, Ash. We have to go over there and then that way, yeah?
Yeah.
So step over that one.
Oh, look at that.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
It was beautiful. It was stunning. It had the red carpet going up the stairs and the chandelier was massive. There's something sort of a little bit romantic about it.
Such a relief to not have to do it again. Our thighs were screaming. It was good to finally get that clue. Intersection ahead, yay. Thank you.
Oh, look at me, Ash. We have to go over there and then that way, yeah? I was pretty confident, so I decided to pull rank and take the lead on that. It's nice and steady.
Am I right? Watch my ass.
Yep. And then get flat again when you get over.
I led the way even though Johnny thought that he was navigating.
Just go forward. Just walk it out.
Johnny likes to be in control.
Johnny likes the sound of his own voice, I think.
Good girl. Steady. Good girl.
I just let him say what he wanted to say and I made out like I was listening, but I was just really wanting to get to the end.
Good girl. Good girl. Good girl.
Taxi!
Yahoo! On our way to an intersection to the Talion Imperial Hotel.
Yeah, I'll push you through. Stay still. Just keep your hands still. Keep your hands still. Ended up being quite easy. I just pushed her through.
He just laid there like a starfish and said, pull me out.
Now, we have to... Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, it might come on if we get out of the mark area. Stay here. We thought if we stepped out of the mark area to grab them, they'd fall down, so I held on to Ashley. Can you reach? Go. I got you. You got it?
Yep.
Right. They're right here.
Hey! He definitely didn't carry me, and if he thinks he did, he's got rocks in his head.
Essentially, we got to make our way to the pit stop. And the pit stop was the little ornament inside the egg that we opened.
The breathtaking architecture of the Church of the Saviour on Spilled Blood makes it one of St. Petersburg's most iconic buildings. And it's the pit stop of the 5th leg of the race. The last team to check in here may be eliminated.
Quick. Let's go, quick.
Where is it? Where is it?
Hello. Oh, we suck a fat one.
Yeah, we're not very good at this game.
It was definitely a relief to find out we were going to an intersection.
Yes.
We must go fast. Knowing that we were going to be last with another team, possibly, use that to our advantage to get ahead again. I feel like I need my seatbelt.
Oh my God, we're going like 100 miles an hour.
Imperial Ballroom. In here.
Up the stairs come.
Ryan and Daniel.
Oh, yes!
And we all started screaming.
We were just absolutely stoked to finally get there.
Where's everyone else, guys?
They're our besties. It was a huge surprise. And at this moment, we realised that there's actually another team out there as well.
Love intersections, especially with Tyson and Star.
We read the clue and we basically knew it was going to have to be someone who could be flexible to get around all these lasers. Tyson's not a flexible man, so that was an easy choice. And Dan does yoga and Pilates and all that sort of thing, so he's much more flexible than me.
I'll follow you.
So I went first
Watch me.
and just helped Sally over a few of them.
You got to watch
Which
laser
side?
at your back. So
Okay.
just come over just like that.
We worked so well as a team.
In your position now, just flip, watch. Sorry, just watch that.
So when we left the ballroom, we went straight right to find a cab, and we saw the boys run the opposite way.
Let's quick. It's a race.
We jumped in. This is where we're going, yes? That's the way, fast.
Wait a sec, isn't it that way?
I don't know.
Because when we went past it to get here, it is about as frustrating as you get when you don't know where you're going and we're trying to get to the pit stop ASAP.
What? Excuse me.
Start to panic, don't you?
Damn.
Wait a sec, isn't it that way?
We were racing to pit stop. We're thinking, are we heading in the right direction?
We started packing, didn't we?
Excuse me.
I don't think words could describe how frustrated we were.
Can we stop and run? Excuse me, where this is? This building.
We had no idea where the building was, so I definitely was getting worried at that stage.
That's right, this building. Straight.
We just hoping that we'd get lucky.
Straight and left.
Intersection.
Hurry, the last team to check in may be eliminated.
No, I can stand up straight.
You can stand up straight.
Yep.
And then just bring it over.
Okay.
And then down
Okay.
again.
Ooh.
What's that?
We didn't make any mistakes.
We've got to be in a marked area to deactivate them. We good?
And we got the egg first go.
Okay, we've got the eggs.
Yeah. Right.
Beautiful.
Oh, everything's
Let's go.
deactivated. Oh, yes! Yes!
Okay, guys, we got this.
It looks like something from a fairy tale.
We know where this is.
As soon as we saw it, we were like, oh, we know where that is.
Yeah.
So we just had to navigate ourselves to there.
You reckon?
Okay, up to the right.
And who bounds up the stairs?
Who bounds up the stairs? Carla and H. Now we have to work with them.
Hi, guys.
We hadn't seen them since Battleship Aurora, where they made a very strong point of cleaning her board properly before she sat it down next to you.
Yeah.
Inside the egg will guide you to the next pit stop. Hurry up! Okay, one member each. Are you doing it?
I'm gonna give it a go.
I'm going to do it. Okay. I was a little bit worried about Kat.
I'm not as nimble as you.
That's okay. Although I'm getting old, I'm still quite flexible. Quite proud of that.
Right up your alley.
It's right up my alley.
Looking at those lasers, my first thoughts were, how am I going to get through this?
Get your bum down now, bum down. Yep. Yes. Good girl. The pressure of knowing that you're coming last, it's a huge deal. Well done. Stay low. Come down the side.
I do feel the pressure of having to perform quickly, and that's not something I can do quickly.
Get that leg up. Not too high. Yeah,
So when the alarms went off, I was gutted.
we quickly got escorted out quite roughly. So we had to go right back to the start and attempt again.
I didn't think we could do it.
Go.
Let's go. It was a foot race to the pit stop.
Side, please. Left side, please.
We know we're pretty close to the pit stop, and we're hoping that Jared and Ashley had actually gone past.
Sorry. So does that mean Jared and Ash worked with the boys?
Yeah.
They swore to us they weren't going to do that.
Yeah, okay. Lift one leg over. That's it. And the other one.
She'd watch me to make sure that I was not too high or too low, which was the game changer, really.
Okay, sweet. Let's grab it. Sweet. High five. Do you want to go back?
Yeah. Go out that door.
Kat wouldn't have got through.
Oh,
without
I wouldn't have got
Carla.
through without Carla.
At this point, to be honest, all was forgiven.
Ready, H?
And then all of a sudden got really scared.
Well done, guys.
Thank you.
Let's go.
We are the last two teams. One of us will have to go home.
Let's see if our taxi's still there.
Just go for it. Oh, there they are. We're just there, go. Come on, big cat.
Здравствуйте. Welcome to St. Petersburg.
John and Murray? Yeah. You're team number one. gentlemen, you haven't finished racing yet. Here is your next clue.